Welcome to this complete army video. We have a guest on the channel. It's Nate Miller, one of the Phoenix Lords, and he's brought along his 2,000 points of T'au Empire. So we're going to run through the list in detail. It's just a chance to step aside from our games, go through the list with points values. We'll talk about tactics. We'll take a closer look at some of the models here in this video. Before we get stuck in, just a shout out here for the terrain. So it's the Swamp Battle Mat from GameMat.eu, and also the Grassy Rocks set in the background there. So do check them out for it's pre-painted terrain and battle mats in all shapes and sizes. They are shipping worldwide, and you'll find a discount code in the video description as well that you can use across the website. So I know the T'au well enough, have my own T'au collection. Detachment.
Running Mont'ka.
Mont'ka.
Yes, so the Killing Blow.
The Killing Blow. And this is an aggressive way of playing the T'au. We're just fresh from a battle report where they surged forwards with aggressive firepower. And that's the way you usually play the list.
Yes, if it's Mont'ka, it's play aggressive, immediate board control in the early game to ultimately knock out the opponent in the early phases to score in the late game.
Okay, and you enjoy that style?
It's quite fun. It's a different mix from T'au. I've been playing T'au since their initial release in the early 2000s, and to play a form of T'au that really never was and is no longer a castle, it makes the game a different feel altogether.
Liberating, I think is the word. Yeah, lets the T'au come out of their castle.
Yes.
To play aggressively. And it's a different. We've played the game. It's different to face against as well. To have T'au come at you. Now there's times when T'au will do like ambushes from reserve and so on, but this time it's actual movement surging towards the opponent with aggressive firepower. So you can check out the battle report. It may well be on the channel now. If not, it'll be coming soon, and you'll see this full T'au list in action. So we'll give you the points values. First up, a little bit of hobby time. So there's a new T'au commander that Nate's recently just painted up. It's this one, isn't it, I think?
Yes.
Commander Darkfire. The head came from
the new Commander Farsight kit.
All right, perfect. And this is painted up for Farsight, so it fits in perfectly. Brilliant pose. Is there a little bit of lore behind these? Because there's dead Tyranids all over the bases.
Yeah, so the lore behind it is my brother and I both play a Tyranid army. This is the scheme for it. So it is a way to make our games a little bit more enjoyable and to add some brotherly fun to it.
Carnifex.
Carnifex.
Which Nate says was an eBay rescue, but whether you would class this as a rescue, because it's under the foot of the Riptide here. Brilliantly posed.
Yes, thank you.
And you have 3 of these now. 3
Riptides now. Not in this list. Felt it wasn't an appropriate list to bring to an event like this, but 3 Riptides is quite potent.
Yes. Yeah, all posed differently. Fantastic. Okay, and something else we were going to point out. These, what on earth has happened?
These are Votan warriors that I've converted into breachers for the T'au Empire.
Cool. Micro breachers. And they look the part.
Yes, it was a pretty simple conversion, just simply modifying the hands in order to fit the weaponry for the T'au and adding in a shoulder pad, but all in all, quite a simple conversion.
Good fun. Okay. And you can work it into the lore. The T'au press in volunteers and captured colonies and outposts and so on. Then
yeah, it's quite fitting.
Yeah, okay. And these, just to point out, this is Nate's way of tracking the use of your Seeker missiles, which has always been tricky. I use dice and balance on the vehicles. This is far superior, so you can actually track the number of missiles that he has. And these can be picked up now from places like Etsy and so on. I've seen different people 3D printing them. So they're quite accessible.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Right, so we'll start where you think best, perhaps with...
Yeah, so we'll start with what's typically my aggressive units, which are going to start with the Piranhas. Typically start right up on the edge with a scout move. The hope is generally to get turn 1, to be able to scout up the board and then rush them up the board so I can gain a alpha strike. Both 60 points are relatively cheap. If one's killed, it allows me to play for a stratagem to get full rerolls to hit against the unit that killed it. So the hope is to draw something out that is of value to you and get a trade that's in my favor. We have 2 Pathfinders. I run recon drones with those to gain the infiltrate keyword. Once again, the same thing. It's to create a frontline screen, layers in defense, and then to, again, also potentially trigger that stratagem, as that's really key for T'au that really need help into focus firing into whatever the priority target is. Following on, going into the back line, Kroot are for the home objective. There are 65 points for Sticky with a scout keyword, so they're really great to screen out the back line and or to move out to screen the front line. Again, with Mont'ka having the assault keyword, being able to advance all units for the first 3 turns. Really gives them some added value that otherwise they don't have.
Yeah, it's just pointing out. So as Nate pushes forwards, the entire army will get the advanced keyword.
Yes.
Or assault keyword
Assault
on their
keyword.
weaponry. Yeah.
Yep.
So they're able to advance and then still shoot, even with the heaviest of weapons. So it's a build, it lets you move, max out your move, plus do your advanced move, and still keep the firepower coming.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Quite good and quite potent. The strike team. The strike team is just meant to be a support role, screen out the back line or to a midfield objective. 70-point unit that's quite good, has a buff of negating or reducing a hit roll by 1 if they do hit you in a shooting phase. Breachers, I traditionally play those in a reserve role, generally meant to come on to support a flank objective. And then really the linchpin of any T'au army right now is the stealth teams. So we have 2 5-man stealth units. That grants, when they guide, reroll 1s to hit and reroll 1s to wound,
Yep.
which is critical for T'au to succeed, in my opinion. And then we go on to really the heavy hitters of the army. So starting in the back here, we've got 2 Riptides. Traditionally, I play them together along a flank and up to the midfield. They're amazing at working through elite infantry, can punch up into vehicles. That's not their ideal role, but they're very durable and with a decent OC as well to really put a heavy threat on the board that can outlast most opponents.
You do have a stratagem that lets you fall back and shoot.
That is actually the one of the abilities for the Riptide.
Ah, right.
So Riptide itself negates any modifiers to the hit roll. Now, when it's on a damage bracket, it will unfortunately have that on combat, but that's not what T'au are for. But otherwise, Riptides, just with an ability, can fall back and shoot.
Okay. We are through a lot of the flesh of the army, those, onto vehicles.
Yeah, so onto vehicles. So we have 3 hammerheads.
Points values on those.
Oh, points values, yep. So 200 points for the Riptides. So each is 200. Pathfinders are 90 points each. Again, Crew 65 points. Strike team is 70 points. Breachers are 90.
Yes.
And the stealth teams are now 110 points.
Okay.
And then the hammerheads, again, heavy hitters of the army. We've got some superb anti-tank weapons here and 2 railguns for the army. So anything with a lack of an invuln save is a high threat for being removed from play. And then we have the Ion Hammerhead, which is more or less a multi-use tool. It's designed to kill elite infantry, but can also punch up into vehicles with having the Seekers attached. So it's a real good thing to have. I'm somewhat lacking some anti-infantry or anti-horde in this list, so that's a good vehicle to be versatile and a jack of all trades.
Every vehicle, and including the Piranhas, they're all carrying these Seeker missiles.
All carrying the Seeker missiles.
Yeah, it's a real good backup.
Yep, absolutely. And then we come down to the role of my commanders. So the commanders are traditionally and always dropping in deep strike to come in where the threat needs to be addressed. And in this case, we've got 2 different options. We've got an anti-vehicle option with the Sunforge team, running both commanders as enforcers. One again with the Sunforge, one with the Fire Knife team. Fire Knife team is 3 plasma rifles. The Enforcer Commander is equipped with 3 plasma rifles and a Cyclic Ion Blaster, and the Fusion Commander is equipped with 4 Fusion Blasters. So again, real good anti-tank. These drop in, traditionally guided by a stealth team. They reroll wound rolls against vehicles and monsters and reroll damage rolls as well. And with the Fire Knife team, the value there is on a full strength unit, they reroll all hit rolls. And if you are under strength, they reroll 1s and also ignore modifiers to the hit roll. The commanders, the enforcer advantage is they negate 1 AP. So real good when you have a unit that's not durable like crisis suits. It just helps them last a little bit longer than they otherwise would. Point-wise, each commander is 80 points. I've got no enhancements in the army. The Fire Knife team is 120 points. And
Pretty good value. They are good
great value. Real good again against the elite infantry. And then the Sunforge are 140 points. Altogether, it's 2,000 points on the nose.
Okay, subject to change with the Games Workshop updating points. But there it is. That's the list here. So held in reserve, dropping down for ambush or for supporting units or areas if you're in trouble, if you're going after certain enemy units or trying to capture objectives, these can drop in at just the right point. It's the way I run the T'au as well at the moment. 2 T'au commanders, very, very useful indeed. And a good strong presence on the board. It's a bulky army.
It's a bulky army, yeah. T'au are very undercosted in my opinion at the moment, which gives them the ability to really hold much of the board. It's an army that most don't realize is going to have the board presence that it does.
Okay. All right, so that's Nate's list. You can keep a lookout for them on the channel. We do have a Challenger Scorpion battle either upcoming or it is live already. You can check it out to see how they operate on the table. We've given you the theory here in the video. You should see a list in the video description as well. So you're welcome to copy the list or change it around if you think the list could be changed. What would you drop? What would you add? And by all means discuss the reasons behind that and tactics in the video description below. But that's the list. Congratulations to Nate Miller, superb T'au army, and they are potent, there is no doubt about it. And you can check out the battle report live on the channel. So that's the video. If you've enjoyed the video, do leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe already. If you want to see more content, bonus content, then do join us on the channel at channel membership. And by all means leave a comment. Hope to keep more of these videos coming, showcasing more armies on the channel. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.